Kia e-Niro Diaries, 8th of May, just off on a trip we've done before down to Bordeaux. We've done this in the winter and mostly to the airport. And of course at the airport you can plug in for whatever time you're there, picking up or dropping off. So you kind of get a few percentage points on your battery. We're up to 100%, showing 506 kilometres on the gasometer. Where we're going in central Bordeaux is 178, 180 kilometres, about 110 miles I suppose. The plan is to try to drive there, drive back. Should be no problem, but it is on motorways, so I'll be doing, more than higher speed than I do just pootling around here. But it's a lovely warm day, it's about 22, 23 degrees, so ideal for batteries really. See how we go. So we've done 100 kilometres, but we've used 130 of range. We're doing about between 105 and 110 kilometres an hour. It's 25 degrees, but we're going into a strong headwind. And we've got 80 kilometres left to go, and we've got the air conditioning on because it's pretty warm. So yeah, so far 16.4 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometres. Probably going to arrive at our destination with about 280, 290 left, which should be plenty to get home. I mean, I could plug in because we're staying overnight, but it'd be good to see if we can just get there and back without having to plug in. And we are going through the wine growing areas, although we've been through some of those. There's no péage here, no toll roads, but it's just nice, smooth dual carriageway, as expected. 506 kilometres of range was a little bit optimistic. Anyway, still going well. So we've arrived at our destination in the middle of Bordeaux. We've actually done 180 kilometres and we've used 205 kilometres of the estimated range when we left, and we're on 61% of state of charge. So we were, when we pulled off the auto route, we were on 16.3 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometres, but it's been about 20-30k of going through sort of suburban areas and then in the middle of the city, back down to 15. So the average for the journey was 15 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometres. So I think it's about 3.8 miles per kilowatt hour, I think, but I'll check that. Okay, so Bordeaux then. So back in the car after a lovely evening in Bordeaux and a tour by our host of the old city. So I'm going to make my way back now on my own. Mrs. e-Niro is staying for a week of French speaking immersion, so she's got to speak French for a week. Jolly good. I'm heading off home for a week of the bachelor life. So we're at 61%. I've got about 180 kilometres to do. Should be okay. I'm going to find my way out of this city. That should be fun. Okay.
I'm going to show them the space that you've got to get out of.
Yes, you're going to show them the space. I'm going to really feel.
Voila.
So back home again after driving back from Bordeaux this morning. It was a bit cooler today. Didn't need the air conditioning on all the time. It was warm but cloudy, unlike yesterday when it was just really sunny. So we left with 100% state of charge. I got back with 14%. Came back a slightly different way. Going down there, the sat-nav took us on all the little roads through the burbs of Bordeaux, which meant we did 180 kilometres going down there. Coming back, I just followed my nose to the ring road, the Rocade, and obviously did more distance on faster roads. And I also wanted to get to the boulangerie near here before it closed on the way back. So I came back a slightly different way and did 195 kilometres coming back. Right, so we did 375 kilometres round trip to Bordeaux and back, and there were 59 kilometres of range left. So about 433 kilometres is you could say, is the real world range of the car on a summer's day going down the motorway. I was doing 110, 115 sometimes, then having to slow down 105, which is the speed limit. The speed limit's 110 actually on the dual carriageway route nationales, and occasionally they slow you down to 90 if there's some junctions where they haven't got a slip road. But it's dual carriageway the whole way. On the auto routes it's 130 kilometre speed limit, but again you have to pay for those. So I have to say that it's a bit of a charging desert between Angoulême and Bordeaux on the N10 in terms of rapid chargers. And in fact Bordeaux itself is a bit strange. Most French towns and cities have loads of 7.2 kilowatt chargers, and according to Charge Map there were none really near where I was parked up right near the city centre. But there were some 50 kilowatt chargers near the window of the car. What's he doing? Shouldn't have left the window open. That's my fault. Here he comes. Oh, yeah, there he is. Yeah, okay. So in terms of efficiency, across the 2 days, we averaged out. Well, today was like 14.6. Yesterday was 15.4. Yesterday it was sunny. We had the air conditioning on, and we were going into a strong headwind. Today, didn't need the air conditioning much, and had a bit of a wind following. So that was a bit more efficient. But I think we averaged out about 15 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometres, which is just over 4 miles. So that's pretty good. So it just goes to show that obviously, having been driving around locally for a few weeks now, the expected range at 100% are built up to like over 500 kilometres, but in reality more like 430, 435. Still, that's not bad. I think in miles that's about 265 miles, which is certainly more than I can drive. I mean, coming back it took 2.5 hours. It was half an hour to get out of Bordeaux, stop start the whole way, and then another couple of hours on the motorway, which is, by that time I need a break certainly, and I would have then plugged in. Anyway, I hope you found that interesting. The cat has found a place on the dashboard. He needed feeding when I got him back, and did his sister, whom they fight all the time. Anyway, say goodbye. Bye bye.